Hey there, Octo enthusiasts, and welcome back to Platinum Pursuit. It's Hunted here with you, and today we've got the unique little side-scrolling platformer, Darwin's Paradox. As you've come to expect, this guide will take you from the start to the Platinum in as short amount of time as possible, all while avoiding spoilers and allowing you to discover the game on your own. By the end of this guide, we'll have all collectibles, miscellaneous trophies, and a glorious new plat. Now, before we begin, if you enjoy this content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell your friends and fellow trophy hunters. The support for the guides has been so awesome recently, and it really helps these videos get made. Also, if you're looking for a community to trophy hunt with, join our Discord, discord.gg/platpursuit, or head over to our website, www.platpursuit.com, and check us out. Now, there's not much to be said here, so I'll do my best to be quick with this. The trophy list for Darwin's Paradox is very straightforward, and if you follow this guide, you'll be done in just one playthrough. Other than the story-related trophies, there are 7 miscellaneous trophies that we'll cover throughout the guide, and along the way we'll also collect the 20 discoveries in the game to pop the remaining 4 trophies. Don't worry about anything being missable, as this game has a fantastic chapter select, which makes going back and getting anything you missed very, very easy. There's no difficulties or really any challenging speedrunning trophies or anything, it's just a pure fun experience. Now with that out of the way, let's dive into this unique little Octo world. Hello and welcome to Darwin's Paradox. We are just about ready to get started. Really not much to do here at the main menu. There are some settings like performance mode, which I'll be playing in, but other than that, we are pretty much ready to go. Remember that this chapter select exists because we will use it here and there for restarting some things that we may need to do. But otherwise, let's go ahead and hit play. Here we are pretty close to the start. You'll kind of follow the red octopus for a little while and you'll get a camouflage tutorial. And I just want to show you real quick, if you pause and come to chapter select, you can obviously go back and pick which chapter you want to do. It's a really, really easy way to kind of restart and do a section if you miss something. But this is the best place to figure out where you are in the guide. I'm going to pause every time I come here just to show you, like, this is Into the Unknown 2. It's pretty much right at the start. And yeah, so you would have just had a camouflage tutorial. You can see you can press circle to camouflage yourself. I'll actually come up here and do it so you can see a little bit better. We're going to go ahead and hold circle for camouflage, and you're just going to hold it for 10 seconds. And there is the first trophy of the game. So let's go ahead and keep moving forward. So after you get the first trophy for continuing the story and you go through the first sort of story cutscene, you'll end up in this place we're here in Down in the Dumps 1. And you'll be moving forward, and all you really have to do for the first discovery of the game, there are 20 of these, is just head off the ledge, hit square on this, and we'll grab our first one, get a trophy for it as well. Okay, so a bit further along, we're here in Down in the Dumps 2. You'll be at this section where you're pushing the box along through this underground tunnel to sort of continue. Once you get out on the other side, before you keep heading to the right, you could jump on this box and come up here to the left and kind of climb up this way. You're going to keep running along, and you'll see you've got this excavator, shovel, whatever you want to call it, right here, that you can ride along all the way across. Keep heading upwards, and in this little cave is our next discovery. Alright, here we are now, a bit farther on. We are in chapter Down in the Dumps 5. Once you're in this chapter, you'll have a little bit of a cutscene of a flashback, and then you'll remember that you can stick to any surface. So to get the next discovery, we're just going to head up this left wall right here, around this thing, and right here is the discovery. Okay, we are quite late in the chapter Down in the Dumps 7. You'll make your way all the way to the surface here. You'll get a cutscene where you spot a U-Food sign up in the top right there. Before you head right to continue on the story path, we're going to go left. And the reason we're going to go left, we'll find out in just a moment. You want to keep running, keep running. Ignore the stop sign. Don't turn back. Ignore all the warnings. Very much ignore the warning signs. Can't read anyway. And then get crushed by a piano. There we go. That is the trophy. And we can keep moving forward. So here we are right at the start of Things Are Heating Up Part 4. And what you're meant to do is you're meant to ride this bucket up and through the area. And we are going to do that a little bit. We're going to avoid the fire here. Now, before you head to the left, jump up to this pipe. You can, if you don't manage to land on this pipe, you can take this whole thing in sort of a rotation around, and you'll get back up to here, or you can just restart the section, whatever. But you want to land on this pipe, and then you can come up this way to the right, and there is a discovery. Okay, here we are, partway through chapter Things Are Heating Up Part 6. And we are kind of in the middle of this escape sequence. We need to obviously dodge the Seagull and everything like that. But you're going to make your way to this area. There will be these two swinging platforms. And if you dip down under here, you can actually get away from the Seagull. But before you cross the platforms, you can head under this way, crawl down here, and there is another discovery for you. Okay, so after you make it out of the factory, you are going to find yourself in the back of this truck. You'll now have the ability to camouflage yourself again. If you didn't already do it before, go ahead and just hold camouflage for 10 seconds and pop that trophy. But right here is where we begin. If you look in chapter select, the chapter is called Hide and Sneak. Now, the goal of the chapter is to get from here to the next chapter without being detected, without being seen a single time. That is a trophy. If for some reason you do get caught once, you can come back to chapter select. You can come here to this screen and reselect Hide and Sneak 1, and then you can restart from there. So I'm obviously not going to guide you all the way through it. That's kind of the point of the guide, is for you to figure stuff out yourself. But just to let you know, that's what we're doing next. So try not to be seen a single time. If you do, feel free to reset. Let's keep going. All right, so here we are in Hide and Sneak number 2. We're still making our way through the area. You're going to find yourself heading underneath this house, and there is another discovery. Can't really miss this one, so go ahead and grab that. All right, once you make it down here into the sewers, if you weren't caught, you will get the Sneaky Star trophy. It's really not that difficult. It's only a couple of minutes worth of sneaking around, but now we can keep moving forward. All right, here we are now in chapter Dang, This Stinks and Stings number 4. You'll have worked your way down, blocking the sight line of these cameras, and then once you make your way down here, you have to go down through this grate to kind of get into this mine area. And before you head over to the right, you're going to want to slip by these mines, head into this pipe, and then we're going to just follow the pipe to the end. Be careful when moving upwards. The mines could be difficult to see if you're going real fast. Head left here, and then in this room is another discovery. All right, here we are now in chapter Kicking Cans, part number 1. This is quite literally where you will spawn in, or right where the chapter starts. Before you head to the left, make sure you come out this way. And if you climb up the truck onto this U-food box, you can jump up to here. And then there will be this open window. Climb on in the window. And right here on this desk is another discovery. All right, a little bit farther in, and we are here in Kicking Cans Part 2. You can see there's a whole bunch of cans on the shelf back here. You can highlight them all like this. And all you got to do is spend a little bit of time knocking all of the cans off the shelf, and you will get yourself a nice trophy. So go ahead and do that, and I'll see you on the other side of this. Alright, once the shelf is fully cleared, you'll get the trophy. This is probably the most annoying trophy in the game. You'll definitely want to have a little bit of patience with this. Just keep knocking the cans off the shelf. And one thing, when you have a ton of cans on the ground, I highly recommend getting into a spot where you're not constantly don't let go of L2 over and over again, because you're gonna start locking onto these cans down here. It's very annoying. You're gonna want to just kind of stay up here. Anyway, let's go ahead and move forward. Alright, so here we are in chapter Kicking Cans 3. As soon as you spawn in, or once you come in through that window up there to the left, the objective is to make it through Kicking Cans number 6 without being spotted. If you do get spotted, you can always come here to the chapter select, reload Kicking Cans 3, and try again. Again, I'm not going to guide you through it. You can figure it out on your own. It's not too difficult. I will see you when we pop the trophy. Alright, here we are, partway through Kicking Cans number 5. It's after the elevator section. You'll find yourself in this classroom, kind of walking across the ceiling. As you make your way to the right, you will see there is a discovery here behind this grate. You'll actually have already seen it once before, a little bit earlier. But all you have to do is make your way down into this area, down into this room, and then the elevator is where you're supposed to go to progress. Instead, come up through this hole, and then follow it to the end. And here is your discovery. And there we go. As soon as you make it outside of this little hole in the ceiling, you will get Employee of the Month. As long as you were not spotted throughout that chapter. Again, if you fail, always feel free to go back to Kicking Cans 3 and try again, and let's keep going forward. Alright, here we are now in chapter Out of the Pot into the Fire, part 2. As soon as you get dropped off the hook thing, you'll be down here on this conveyor belt. What you're going to want to do is turn left and run along the conveyor belt here to grab another discovery. Alright, so a little bit farther forward, we're going to be here at Getting to the Bottom of Things Part 1. After like an escape sequence out of the facility, you're going to be running through this area with Steven the Seagull chasing you. And what we need to do, obviously we need to escape Steven, but what we need to do for a trophy is we can stand up on one of these and we can aim and hit him with the ink. And there you go, that will be the trophy, and now you can keep on moving through the chapter. Alright, after the fight with Steven, you'll be here at Getting to the Bottom of Things 2. Once you're in this area, as soon as you spawn, you'll come out of this room, and we're going to head to the right real quick. We can kind of go down this little area and have to zigzag your way through. And then all the way to the right, if you see, there's sort of like this, it's hard to see it, but there's almost like, it looks like a chimney or like a smokestack of a ship. We're going to float down into it here, and inside is another discovery for us. Okay, now we are in the Getting to the Bottom of Things Part 3. You're going to come across this room with a big red button. We can ignore that button for the moment and just head over to the right side of the room. And when you cross over here, you can jump over, and there's another discovery down here for you to grab. Alright, so here we are in the next chapter in Troubled Waters. You're going to come across the first of the sonar ships. Once you pass by him, so we start on the left, we're heading to the right, so you're going to pass by that sonar ship, and then once you do, there will be this crevice. You're just going to want to dive down inside of this little cave, swim through the mushrooms, and there's a discovery here for you. All right, move through that area, and you'll be here into the Abyss 1. There is a discovery for us to make, so you're going to be going downward here, and you can see that light sort of shines its way through. If you pause here for a moment, you can see the light will sort of illuminate. There's a little cave over yonder. Actually, not right here, sorry. It's one more down right here. You can see there's kind of light coming from it. And then once you sneak into it, you can grab the discovery. All right, here we are now in a new chapter. We are in Suiting Up Part 1. As soon as you drop into this area and get into the suit, you're going to want to head to the left. Make your way through this door. Keep running. This is the area that you just traversed, obviously. And then we're going to want to run into this door as well. And in here is another discovery. All right, so here we are in Suiting Up part number 3. You are going to make your way all the way to the top. You'll have to use like the buttons and all the moving platforms. Now, you get to this point, and you kind of have to wait a little while, and eventually this platform will drop down to you. When you get on, you can take it, and it'll lead you essentially up to the top right here. You don't want to go right quite yet. And instead, you want to wait one more cycle until it comes over to here, and then we can run left. And this is like the very tippy top left area of the level. And you come in here, and there is the discovery. All right, here we are now in Training Away Part 1. We have to, the final miscellaneous. All right, so here we are in Training Away Part 1. All right, so here we are now in Training Away Part 1. We have two things to do. I guess they're both the same thing. So we can get a discovery and a trophy by beating this winner's cup time right here. You see we need 3 minutes on the clock. You can do it pretty quickly here if you're, good enough. And yeah, so all you essentially have to do is beat this obstacle course in under 3 minutes. I'll skip to the end to show you my time, and then we can keep moving forward. All right, so here we are at the end. My time was pretty awful. I actually fell off once or twice, but you can, like I said, it's really easy. As long as you beat the 3 minutes, you get no time to lose trophy. And then after that trophy pops, you can head right over here. As long as you did it in under 3 minutes, you get this discovery as well. Okay, so here we are now in Training Away 2. Once you reach the room where that large auditorium area where all of the students were training after you flooded the facility with water, as soon as you enter, so you're going to enter from down here to the right, you'll want to make your way around this guy, and once you get up here, you can actually sneak in through this little hole right here, and there is a discovery for you to grab. All right, a little bit farther along, you're going to come into this new chapter, Really Weird Science. As you can see, we're in Really Weird Science 1. Before you use this slingshot to continue through the level, you can climb down this wall right here. On the right side, just keep climbing down. And once you reach the bottom, you've got another discovery. This is the penultimate discovery. We've got one more, and then we'll be pretty much done. Okay, so here we are now in the HQ or Bust chapter. We have one final discovery to grab. You're going to be slithering your way through these ventilation shafts. Once you get here, if you kind of look up, you'll be in this red carpet area. Before you exit out of the carpet, you're going to want to stay along the shaft, walk all the way back here, and you can climb up. And here is the final discovery of the game. With that, we get the trophy, and now all that remains for the platinum is to just beat the game, and we will be done. And there we have it. The final trophy pops for me, and the platinum follows. And that is it. I hope you've enjoyed Darwin's Paradox. Alright folks, well that's the end of the guide. If you enjoyed, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, let people know where you found us. We're growing so very quickly here on the channel. We've got 1,500 subscribers already. I'm trying to hit 2,000 before the summertime, and I couldn't do that without your help. So thank you all so very much. If you enjoyed this guide, please let me know in the comments. If you didn't, you can let me know that as well. I am always trying to improve, make these guides as good as they can possibly be. And again, if you would like to check us out on the various places, you can always follow us on social media at Plat Pursuit. You can visit our Discord, discord.gg/PlatPursuit, or you can visit our new website, www.platpursuit.com, where we do all of our trophy hunting related stuff that I think you'll really enjoy. But until next time, guys, I've been Hunted here with Platinum Pursuit, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.